I'm no expert, never the main character. Consider me a support type character. I'm your friend, your buddy, your shoulder to cry on. This is Chris Helps, where I navigate the depression community on Reddit and give my honest advice. Alright, guys, here we go on this bumpy first ride on Chris Helps. Mental health is often a touchy subject, but it should never be set to the side. For those that don't know, Reddit is a social media platform built around different communities. For our first post, it is titled Vacation Alone, and the post reads, I've gotten into a routine of just working and going home. I don't know what's next for me. I'm fighting extreme depression, don't know what to do anymore. Should I take a reset vacation alone, or is that too sad? Absolutely yes. Break the routine. And no, it's not sad at all. You can't rely on other people. You just need to take initiative for yourself. Just make sure if you're traveling alone to take care of yourself. Call or text your family where you're at and stuff like that. I'm a huge concert goer. I've traveled to LA, Houston, Chicago all by myself, and that was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. I also think that vacations or just fun experiences make jobs worth it because all that hard work will lead to amazing experiences. And just being alone, you'll find out so much about yourself. The next post is titled, I got a psychiatrist number for an appointment. Should I? Question mark. I wonder if this would be a good idea. I got a psychiatrist phone number for booking appointments, but I'm hesitating. Should I? Yes, if you've had personal issues or you ever feel like you've been behind the pack, there might be an actual reason why, and the psychiatrist can diagnose something you didn't even know you had. So I think speaking to a psychiatrist will bring peace of mind. Recently, I started speaking to a therapist, and it's interesting because, from my perspective, you're more likely to share more about your life to a stranger compared to like a friend or family member. And it just feels good to let all those emotions out. The next post is content heavy and it's titled, I wasted my entire youth being a loser. And the post goes, I'm currently 22 and I am a textbook definition of a loser. I have no friends, never really had any. For some reason, I was never able to socialize even with people who liked me. I missed even such mundane stuff like hanging out the mall or just chilling in the neighborhood with friends. I spent most of my life inside of my room either studying or playing games. I pretty much never hanged out with people my age outside of school. Anytime I tried, it would never end well. Not surprisingly, I also never was in a romantic relationship. I was a mediocre student, getting progressively worse at school and to the point where I ended up dropping out from college due to bad grades. I had to change schools and majors, and now I'm back in college starting all over again. So I objectively wasted over 2 years of my life. The entirety of my teenage years were spent being too depressed and stressed out due to anything, not having fun with friends and academic achievements, nothing. Just sitting in my room in my 20s are looking the same so far. I also never had a job, being too focused at school like it helped me much there. And I'm afraid that even if I get a part-time job, it will result in me effing up in college again. I'm barely holding myself together as is. I know I won't be able to handle both school and work. I don't want to end up working dead-end jobs without a degree, but I know getting a first job at like 25 is just pathetic. So I'm basically a leech on my family right now. People I know from school are getting married, finishing their degrees, buying houses, and I'm here on Reddit because I have nowhere else to go to talk. I wasted the prime of my life, so it's just going to get worse from now on. Okay, so let's break this question up. First of all, you're not a loser. When I read this, I think of the saying that life is a quick cup of coffee, which really bothers me because in life, it forces us to make quick decisions and not think. You really just need to pace yourself, and with time, you'll find people or a particular person you like being around effortlessly. As for school, you will fail and will continue to fail, and that's perfectly okay. We all learn from our mistakes, as cliche as that may sound, it's true. You take what you learn and you make your next move the best one. I think that people that fail the most are often the most successful ones in the end. You definitely aren't a leech to your family. I'm sure your family loves you and looks out for you because they want you to do well. I often preach that if you don't have to work, then don't. Put 110% of your attention towards school because in the end it will pay off. But in your case, finding a part-time job wouldn't be a bad idea. Even if it is working for 15 hours a week, it'll be a great opportunity to socialize. In a situation where you see the same people every day, you're bound to make friends, at least a friend. But to end my message, don't contribute failing as a waste of life, but a learning opportunity. Don't ever compare yourself to others because you will never be happy. Some of us find love really early and some of us find love later in life, but ride out the wave and prioritize yourself. Alright, so the last post I'll review is called Where Did I Go? Time keeps passing by and I get further and further from the girl I used to know. My former self, I used to be able to be her, and then I used to be able to remember what she was like. But now it's been too long. I'm holding on to shreds of memories and my thoughts keep begging me to go back to myself. Even when I'm happy, there's always that little voice that cries, Where is she? Where is she? I've become a stranger to myself, and every day I'm just putting on an elaborate, never ending puppet show. I dearly miss myself. Alright, so this one really hits home for me. So I'm 23 years old, and it feels so weird to say that because my teen years weren't that long ago. And you think, oh, I'm gonna be a kid forever. And I'll never forget the first time I got my first taste of adulthood. And I was like, oh, this is real. Like, it's actually happening. In our youth, we are the most creative beings ever. We dream high and nothing can stop us. But as we age, we forget who we are. And it shouldn't be that way. So find that drive again. Go back to that hobby that you love so much and do what makes you happy. We get so caught up in our professional lives, and it's okay to take a break for yourself and enjoy life for a bit. We are so much more than just our jobs. And that was your episode of Chris Helps, your friend, your buddy, your shoulder to cry on.